Hey, good morning. It's the time for another episode of Coffee with Mr. Larry. And it is, what is it, Thursday morning, or the 4th of March. And it's cool this morning, but it's supposed to be a beautiful day. So we've done it. Congratulations, America. We have crossed the $28 trillion in federal debt. That's a lot of money. The problem is, right? Well, there's a couple of problems with that. But the problem is we have a hard time understanding, in our own heads, what exactly how much money that is. I'm going to show that to you in just a minute. But there's some other problems with that. If you take the amount of that debt and divide it by the number of U.S. citizens, not families, but U.S. citizens, old ones, young ones, fat ones, short ones, and all that. It is $483,211 today. Now you can see on the clock, on the debt clock here, this is just a snapshot as of this morning. And it's too hard to read all the numbers, but it's usdebtclock.org. Go take a look at it. Well, why is that a problem, Mr. Larry? Well, sooner or later, somebody's going to have to pay that money back. That's why it's called debt, right? So let me give you an idea. By the way, if you've been on this thing more than one time, the immediate target for the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, to come get that money is sitting inside your 401k and IRA and all those other qualified plans. That's why we have these conversations. You need to be prepared. Well, let me kind of show you this little graph here, and so you can kind of visualize what volume of money we're talking about here. So if you were to stack $100 bills on top of each other, $1 million would be about 3 foot tall, about the height of a chair, maybe a toddler, right? About 3 foot. Then if you kept stacking those $100 bills, and when you get to the top of the world's tallest building, a little bit more than 1.5 miles up in the air, that would be $1 billion. Now, for $1 trillion, you got to keep stacking those I don't know why that's funny, but you got to keep stacking those $100 bills into outer space, into the stratosphere, past the International Space Station. You'd have to stack $100 bills 631 miles high from the Earth's crust. That's for $1 trillion. Can you imagine what $28 trillion looks like? I hope that visual will help you. I want you to walk out of here, well, not walk out of here. I want you to end this time together this morning understanding that we're in deep tapioca. It doesn't seem to bother anybody, right? We just keep printing money. Cha-chugga-da. But somebody's got to pay for that. If you really want to go take a look at all of that, again, usdebtclock.org, and pay attention to the numbers. They're frightening. Now, I'm going to leave you with the good news. Well, first, the bad news. The federal government mathematically cannot fix this problem, period. The good news is you still have the ability to fix it for you. You don't have to be a victim in all this. You can fix it for you. But you got to know what you're doing. You got to have people on your side that can have a good, hard conversation with you. And again, I volunteer to do that for you. Again, if not me, somebody. But don't go through the end of your life without knowing this is going to hurt. Have a great day. Tomorrow is Friday, which means we're having another episode of What the Bible Says About Money. I'd invite you to come and participate with us, and we always have a good time. And we'll, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, as they say. I will see you in the morning on Friday. Take care. God bless you. And